Hey everyone, for my final project, I did a continuous delivery of a Flask app using GCP, and I put a model into production that would predict sneaker resale values based on given features. So like I said earlier, based on features of a sneaker, I was wondering if I could predict the resale value, and if I could I deploy this into production and make it so that multiple people can use it and be helpful? So here's the project layout at a glance. I scraped data from Soul Collector and StockX, engineered features, and then trained a model. Um, I then scraped Soul Collector's monthly calendar that had new sneaker releases for each month. Use that model to make predictions, and then put that into the Flask app visually. I also use the Flask app to take input from users and make predictions on any sneaker user wanted to know about for their resale values. And then, as you can see here, the Flask app was deployed using Google App Engine. And then that was all, and all of that could be worked under continuous delivery. So GitHub and Google Cloud Build was what we used for that. For the monthly scrape, that is not automated because it would mess with the Flask app engine if that were the case. So that's something that you would have to update on your own. So here's a quick ERD diagram of the different tables that I scraped and how they all work together. Some of that was stored in Google Cloud storage, but a lot of it was also just stored locally. So now let's take a look at the Flask app. So here we are on the Flask app. There are two big things that we want to go over. One is the resale predictor and then the resale calendar. So the resale predictor was what I was talking about, that you can enter in anything that you wanted, and it would, any sneaker you wanted, and then it would come up with a prediction. So if we go to StockX and say we want to see the prediction of the Jordan 3 Retro, this black court purple, we can see that that's the name, and the resale price is $190, and it was released on November 21st. So if we go in and put that, I've done that earlier, and fill that information out, the sex is male, there's no collab, you would know by the title, and then retro is yes. So if we click submit, it goes in and uses the model to make these predictions. So it's expected to resell for 224, which is difference of 34 and a price premium of 15%. So if we go back here, the price premium of this shoe is 254 and 39%. So pretty close. And then, so that's pretty cool. And then you can also, if someone messed up and they did that or put some sort of error, it would be able to detect that an error happened, and you should go back and change that. So that's the first thing. And then the second is the resale calendar. So this is from Soul Collector. They have this calendar with monthly releases. Here I've just scraped that and then made the model make predictions on that. And so here you can kind of look at every single shoe that's coming out this month, and if you can identify ones that you might want to buy. So for example, this one seems like it'll be much higher than the retail value, so this is something that you might want to resell. So now let's go to the GCP and see what's actually happening. So if we go here, back to the Flask app, I put this sentence with 2 exclamation marks, and I actually only want one. Can go to the editor hub, we can see here that sentence that I want changed. So if we go ahead and delete one of these, save it, go back to the terminal, if we go get status, the change is there, hit add, commit those, and then we'll push it. So it's done that. And then if you go here, you'll actually see that change being processed. So like right now. Okay, so now they're done. And as they've both been checked off. If we go back here, back to the app and refresh it, we should only see one exclamation mark now. It should appear, yeah. So here, the changes that we made to our GitHub repo are now reflected in the Flask app.